Hello everyone, it's Queen Beeline back to you with another video. This video pertains to the recent transitioning of Chase Allen. You will watch a brief clip and I'll be back with my commentary.
Boy is found in a basement freezer.
Tonight, that child's mother has been arrested, and we're learning more about the police and how they made the discovery. And now we're finding out who that little boy was. Fox 2's Jessica Dupnack is live with the details. And Jess, it's hard to even imagine talking about the premise of this story. What happened here?
Yeah, disgusting doesn't even touch it. We're talking about 3-year-old Chase, who is blind. His mother now arrested in connection to his death. We're told she has a lengthy history with Children's Protective Services, CPS. That's what triggered the welfare check with Detroit police earlier to their home on Detroit's west side. Officers say that the mom's answers just weren't adding up. Something was odd. They went inside, checked the home, and that's where they found Chase's decomposing body in the basement freezer. Now, Detroit police won't say exactly how long that he was in that freezer, but sources tell us it's been since at least March.
He was the sweetest one. Sweet. He was so sweet.
That's the voice of a grieving family member hours after learning 3-year-old Chase, who is blind, was found dead inside of a freezer.
We loved him and we miss him, and she need to pay for what she did.
Chase's mom, who goes by Dee Dee, is under arrest in connection to the toddler's death. We're told by family 6 children, including Chase and a newborn, were living in unlivable conditions inside this home off Monte Vista on Detroit's west side.
They didn't have anything. In the winter, I saw them with summer clothes.
Neighbors say they tried to help, but the child's mom, Dee Dee, wouldn't let anyone in, including family, who say they haven't seen Chase since last September.
First she said she gave him, was in the hospital when she gave him away. Then she said a couple had him. It was just too many stories not making sense.
Detroit police say Children's Protective Services, CPS, contacted DPD Friday morning to do a welfare check at the home. Police say Dee Dee's answers to their questions did not add up. When they went inside, they found Chase's body decomposing in a basement freezer that was not working. Sources say he's been inside the freezer since at least March, but police have not confirmed.
The other kids that were in the home, just imagine what they must have gone through and what they must have endured.
Family tells Fox 2 they've been trying to intervene for years and get the kids out of there, calling CPS more than a dozen times.
She couldn't deal with it, and everybody asked, if you don't want to be bothered, give them to us.
Court records show Dee Dee was convicted of child abuse in 2018 for beating her nephew and has a long history with CPS.
She had her kids taken away from her.
Before, yes, and got them back. Yes, and got them back.
Sounds like mom, who goes by Dee Dee, was telling everybody all kinds of stories as to where Chase was, including those 5 children that were still in the home. We asked Detroit police if those kids knew that Chase was in the freezer. They said they're still processing and interviewing those children to see what they knew. Those kids, all 5 of them, including a 3-month-old baby, now with family. And we are awaiting charges against their mother. Reporting live on Detroit's west side, Jessica Dupnack.
The system failed Chase Allen and his siblings. This was eventually going to happen. Their mother clearly did not want to be around her children anymore. CPS has gotten numerous reports of neglect. What should have occurred was the system coming in and aiding these children having a stable home, meaning going with other relatives, possibly foster parents, and or being adopted. Instead, the system ignored these children. The system forgot these children, and when it was getting out of hand, that's when they finally called additional help. This child allegedly has been gone since March. We are now in June. So that gap of not checking in, not calling in, not seeing these children face to face caused a life being lost. Just because it's a pandemic does not mean children have to suffer. This child needed help, and yet the system turned its back not only on this child but his siblings. I hope and pray that these children get as much therapy and help, because this will forever traumatize them for the rest of their lives. We need to speak up for our children, especially our black children. And we need to stop this narrative of not believing our children when they tell us that something is not going right in the home. If we notice something is going wrong with a child, regardless of them being your child or not, it is best to speak up than to speak up after the fact. You will see a clip about Rika Roundtree that made news a few years ago.
Roundtree appeared in court for the first time. Richard Roundtree was arrested for endangering the life and health of a child. According to court documents, Roundtree failed to protect his daughter from ongoing child abuse that led to her death. Roundtree's girlfriend, Cynthia Clay, was found guilty in Rika's murder just a few weeks ago. And today we spoke with Rika's mother, Antoinette Roundtree, about the arrest of her ex-husband. News Channel 20's Anna Espinosa has more on the story.
That's right. Rika's mother, Antoinette, has been urging the McLean County State's attorney for charges for some time now. And she says although the charges against Richard are minimal, she's glad that he's behind bars. Rika Roundtree died on January 26th after being kicked so hard in the abdomen it caused internal injuries. Antoinette knew that Rika was in danger, but says DCFS ignored her pleas. Just days ago, she held a protest in front of the McLean County Courthouse, urging officials to arrest Richard. Rika's mother says that Richard used to love Rika, but says obviously things changed.
I want to know what happened. Like, when did he start hating my baby so much? Like, what did my baby do to deserve what they did? And then how come he didn't love her enough to allow her to have a proper service?
Rika's mother says she's planning to give her daughter the memorial that she deserves. Antoinette says she hopes more arrests will come for those that knew about Rika's abuse but did nothing to stop it. In the studio, Anna Espinosa.
Cynthia Baker, found guilty of murdering 8-year-old Rika Roundtree, was set to be sentenced in about a month. Baker is now requesting a new trial, and Rika's mother, Antoinette, believes there's no reason to keep dragging out the inevitable.
She's guilty. She needs to just accept her guilt and just go to prison and start her time.
Antoinette Roundtree believes there are many more people that need to be held accountable.
I'm seeking full justice. Everybody that got up on the stand, because I wasn't there, but everybody that got on the stand and said they saw something is responsible for my daughter's death.
Once again, the system failed Rika Roundtree and her family. When allegations of abuse is being brought up against a parent, guardian, or foster parents, it is the responsibility of the community and the system to do something. These children are no longer here because persons who should have spoken up or should have stepped in did nothing because of this narrative. It's not my child, it's not my business, so why should I say anything? The sad part is, it is our business. These children deserve to live their best lives, and if we do not step in for our kids, then there will be no future to fight for. what are we really telling our children? That if something does occur, we won't step in? I will leave several links to hotlines regarding child abuse. Please, if you see something, say something. Silence is no longer an excuse. I hope we can move the conversation forward, and I will see you in the next video.